Hey everyone, welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. We are back racing here the day after Christmas. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday over our dark days, and we have a 4-day week kicking off here with 10 races coming up on this great Thursday. Let's head up to Pete Aiello for those track and weather conditions.
10 races on a Thursday Boxing Day program here at Gulfstream Park with carryovers in the Super High 5 and the Rainbow 6, a fast main track and a good turf course. First of the day over the turf course at a 7.5 furlong trip. Maiden claimers of the 2-year-old filly variety in for $25,000. Scratch the alternates 13 through 16. The favorites included 6, Nellie Bell, and 7, Ami 10. Racing at Gulfstream. Ami 10, the first to get underway. Miss My Macho and Dazzling Bride have speed from her inside. La Russia moves up on the outside. She'll try to avoid being 4 wide. Then Dama de Noche splitting horses is Nellie Bell with Bizmaker alongside. Saving ground at the inside is Law Degree, as these top horses are separated by only 3 lengths. From the far outside, Bunny Princess gets away third last. Second last is Sis Fast, and the trailer is Slew Cat Slew. Into the backstretch they go. Ami 10 has the lead and leads by a length over La Russia second. Dazzling Bride is a tugging third. Dama de Noche on the outside is now fourth, back to Miss My Macho. Out wide on the course is Nellie Bell. She was a bit keen, so Saya's put her in the clear to let her roll along a bit through a 25-second opening quarter. Law Degree is together with Bizmaker. They're about 6 lengths off the lead, a length in front of Honesta. Then Bunny Princess, and still at the back, Slew Cat Slew. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn inside half a mile from home. Ami 10 has the lead a half a length. La Russia moves to take second. Dazzling Bride is third. Fourth, Dama de Noche. Miss My Macho tried to get out, but no place to go yet. Nellie Bell not responding to urging as Honesta gets started on her outside. Next at the rail is Law Degree with a quarter of a mile left to go. La Russia, Zayas up on the outside to take the lead. Right back at her is Ami 10 from second. 2 clear of Dazzling Bride third. Miss My Macho is fourth. There's an eighth of a mile to go. La Russia striding to a clear lead, a length and a half in front. Ami 10 is back to second, then Dazzling Bride and Miss My Macho. Welcome back to the winner's circle. Edgard Zayas. La Russia is a 2-length winner. Ami 10 is second, closer for third, either Miss My Macho or Honesta, 132 and 3. Jockey Edgard Zayas knocked out of action for over a month now with a broken finger, but he comes back ready to rock and roll here today, getting a over 40-1 upset on number 10 La Russia to kick off the card. Trained by Amador Sanchez for Super Stables, Zayas is back. La Russia breaks the maiden today. We go to the second race at the start of the early pick 4, 5 furlongs on turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. Scratch the 4, Reggae Pirate. The field of 7, the favorite was the 8, What's to Blame. And they're off. Good start out wide for Scribe, moving at the inside strike play. Combination has speed, splitting horses, and on the move is Fireball Run. Back from there goes Peace Speaker. The favorite, What's to Blame, settles in second last, and the trailer is Shanghai Levi. They speed past the half-mile point, and Scribe now up to put a neck on top. Toward the inside, and second is a strike play. Back to third, Peace Speaker, on from fourth, Fireball Run. Then What's to Blame, starting to pick it up for Kieran Fallon, about 5 lengths behind with Combination racing on his inside, and the trailer a long way now is Shanghai Levi. They run to the top of the stretch, and with first run on the favorite, it's Scribe the target. Scribe, through an opening quarter of 21 and 4, has the lead. What's to Blame? 4 wide and on a move with Fireball Run, and just more than an eighth of a mile to go. It's Scribe the leader. What's to Blame lifting up on his outside, and Fireball Run from between. 3 chances here. What's to Blame and Scribe kick on. Scribe just in front. What's to Blame on the outside. Here's the finish. It's Scribe. Scribe turned away What's to Blame and beat him a neck in 56 left. Number 8, What's to Blame, loses a tough one as number 7, Scribe, was handled well by Amisael Jaramillo, and Scribe turns away the challenge of the public pick, winning as the second favorite. Trainer Juan Carlos Sevilla and Vicente Stella Stable. What's to Blame second, well clear of the others, and we'll be right back. Back now for the third race of the afternoon, a maiden claiming race at 5.5 furlongs. The price tag here was $12,500. 2-year-old fillies went postward, scratched the 1 and 4. All the money for the 2, Milka. And they're off. Good start out wide for Tough and Buff, who heads off for the early lead. Splitting horses, and up to challenge is Bossy Snowpea. Down inside goes Awesome Foxy Lady. Away in fourth is Special Quality from Milka, who's an unhurried fifth. A length better than Dixieland Dream and Queen of Barrio. Out wide in Zangarva, and the trailer is Silver Nina. They make their way to the far turn, and up the inside, it's Bossy Snowpea in front to half a length. 3 wide, Special Quality from between horses, Tough and Buff. Milka tacks on pretty nicely. She's up into fourth now, and closing ground at the top trio. Working 4 ahead of Queen of Barrio as Awesome Foxy Lady is mired toward the inside as they move past the 5/16. Here comes Milka, 2 to 5, and rolling up on the outside. Milka's now up to challenge for the lead. Tough and Buff trying to find under pressure, moving ahead of Special Quality, who's now third. Top of the lane, Milka on the outside. Tough and Buff trying to dig in toward the inside. These two kick on, 3 clear of Queen of Barrio. 16th to go. Tough and Buff is finding under Luis Saez, and Tough and Buff has the lead again. Milka is back to second. Tough and Buff is in front. Milka turned away second, Queen of Barrio third. A well clear of Zangarva, who ran fourth, and then Dixieland Dream. Number 2, Milka has to settle for second as the 9, Tough and Buff, is the second choice in the wagering. Had something in reserve when confronted, and she gets the maiden diploma under jockey Luis Saez for trainer Jorge Navarro and owner Joe Bessaker. Milka loomed large, but settled for second. We go to the 4th race now. 2 turns on turf at 1 mile. Maiden claimers in for $25,000. A field of 12 signed on. This was a wide open betting race. And they're off. Less than stellar getaway for Indirectly. Quick getaway for a light from down toward the inside. Up on the outside, Fayez put into play early. Big Treasure comes away in the top flight. He's down toward the inside. Splitting horses is Cab Beef, who's a bit headstrong, alongside Galaxy Invasion. Down at the inside goes Beyond the Call. Bryan's Avenue is 4 wide as Larry the Knife is between. Saez drops over to the rail on He's Super Lucky to race about 7 lengths off the lead ahead of Indirectly and Bambino, and the trailer is Garnett. Around the first turn they go, and now they head into the backstretch, and a light is loose up top, leads by 2. Fayez second, Big Treasure third. Galaxy Invasion is on from 4th, and at the inside, Beyond the Call is 5th. Cab Beef is back to 6th. He's Super Lucky is 7th toward the rail. Bryan's Avenue is 8th. 9th between is Larry the Knife. At the inside and Indirectly toward the back with Bambino and Garnett. They make their way into the half-mile point. The opening quarter was 23-1. The half-mile was 48 seconds flat. A light still the target. On the outside, Fayez creeps a bit closer. Second, Big Treasure, ridden quietly to this stage. Third, and looking to angle to the outside. Beyond the Call slides through at the inside ahead of Cab Beef, and He's Super Lucky. Bryan's Avenue needs to do better. Garnett's closed ground from the back. He's got traffic ahead of him with Indirectly as they run to the top of the stretch. Without being asked to kick, Irad Ortiz Jr. and Big Treasure have gone on to take the lead. Fayez and Beyond the Call right with him. Into the clear. He's Super Lucky. Down the center for Saez with 1/8 of a mile to go. Beyond the Call is up for the lead. He's Super Lucky. Charging up on the outside. These two kick on. Beyond the Call is the leader. He's Super Lucky lifting on the outside. Kathy Ritvo 1-2. He's Super Lucky the winner. Beyond the Call was second. Third was Big Treasure. Close after that involves Fayez and Bambino in 137-1. Kathy Ritvo runs 1-2. Reeves Thoroughbred Racing runs 1-2. As number 6, He's Super Lucky beats the Barn Buddy Beyond the Call to get the money. Trained by Kathy Ritvo for Reeves Thoroughbred Racing. Luis Saez for back-to-back victories. He's Super Lucky, your 4th race winner. We go to the 5th race now, the start of the Rainbow Six. Maiden claimers at a $12,500 level at 6.5 furlongs. Late rider change on 7, Mrs. Miniver to Nick Juarez. The favorite was the 8, Heartling. And they're off. Boss Wife away quickly. Heartling has speed. Up the inside, it's Tales of Fury, and Water Wizard moves in between horses. Also up to Challenger, Awesome Evil, and Snow and Lily Lynn. They line up for the early lead. Sansa is down toward the inside, a neck better than Mrs. Miniver. Far outside in Magnitude 10. The 2 at the back manage My Credit and Boss Wife. Down the backstretch they go. Now they start to sort themselves out. Hartling on the outside, Awesome Evil on the inside. Their heads apart. Snell and Lily Lynn is third at the inside and Tales of Fury. 3 wide. Magnitude 10 now moves into fourth. A gap of 3 to a retreating Water Wizard, who's a length and a half in front of Sansa. Then it's back to Manage My Credit and Mrs. Miniver, and still at the back is Boss Wife. Around the far turn they go. Less than 3 furlongs remains. And here's Hartling bidding up on the outside of Awesome Evil for the top. It's a gap to the rest of the field led by Snow and Lily Lynn. Magnitude 10's bid was short-lived, and they're at the top of the stretch. Up on the outside, Hartling just grinding away at Awesome Evil. And Hartling is now in front. 46 and 2 for a half mile, and Hartling bids to open up now. Awesome Evil is back to second, well clear of the others, but Hartling is edging clear. Awesome Evil is second and still battling on, but it's Hartling in front. Awesome Evil tries to come back on. Hartling or Awesome Evil? Hartling, 2 for Reeves Thoroughbred Racing, on top a length and a quarter. Second, Awesome Evil. Third, Snow and Lily Lynn. Boss Wife ran fourth. How about a quick-fire double for Kathy Ritvo and Reeves Thoroughbred Racing? Dean and Patty Reeves, as Hartling gets the maiden diploma today. Daughter of Mucho Macho Man handled to victory by Luis Saez, who goes 3 in a row. Hartling starts the Rainbow Six off on a popular note. Time for a commercial break. The late pick 5 is next. Don't go away. But he's close enough and good enough as they round the far turn. What a horse! Arrogate! And he's Gunrunner with an unforgettable performance. It's City of Light and a run in the rain. Back now for race number 6 on the program, the start of the late pick 5. 5 furlongs on turf. Scratch the 7, my favorite gift. The favorite was the 3, Jojo Air. And they're off. And Jojo Air was last to begin and is 2 lengths last. From the inside, Guacamole springs out to take the early lead. On the far outside, My Sarasota Star moved to take second. Our Happy Ending was in no hurry at the start, and she'll land a cozy spot third at the inside. Fourth outside in Spy Ring, then back to Kitten's Cover Girl and Jojo Air. So the 2 favorites are at the back of the field here as they round the far turn. It's Guacamole and Luis Saez in front. My Sarasota Star on the outside is second. Iro getting after Spy Ring to try to launch a bid, but she has to go 4 wide. Now in a switch here is Our Happy Ending as Jojo Air is sliding through at the inside. And at the back, Kitten's Cover Girl. They're at the top of the stretch now. The rail just opened for Jojo Air as Guacamole fights to hold it. Down the center and Our Happy Ending. Kitten's Cover Girl looks for a way out. Final 1/8 of a mile, and Jojo Air down inside has the lead. Our Happy Ending charging it up into second, but Jojo Air proves much the best. Wins a half length while wrapped up in the final stride. Our Happy Ending for second in 55 and 1. Number 3, Jojo Air figured to be involved from the outset in this race, but at the start she was left behind early. Now had to have some alarm bells going off if you like her, but the crafty veteran Joe Bravo wasn't worried. He secured inside position and rode the rail to victory for Wesley Ward and Mrs. Charlie O'Connor in the Andrew Farm. Jojo Air beats Our Happy Ending to start the late pick 5. We go to the 7th race now, the start of the late pick 4. Claimers at a 5.5 furlong trip. Scratch the 3, Stolen Identity. A field of 7. Favorite was the 1, Lil Meatball. And they're off. Missing the start was Dr. Harlan. Winning the start was Jack's a Warrior, but he's got company with Swagger moving up on the outside. Sent through at the inside, Low Meatball now gets into second. Racing 3 wide, Jamologister. 4 wide, Jersey Joe B. 3 clear of Dr. Harlan, then So Nifty at the back. They pass the half mile and move to the far turn. And up front, Swagger and Saez open up 2.5 now. Jersey Joe B is on the outside, bidding for second with Lil Meatball. Back to fourth, Jamologister. Jack's a Warrior back to fifth. Then it's to the inside and So Nifty with Dr. Harlan at the back. They move to the top of the stretch, and Swagger has widened his lead now. Look at Swagger go. He's on top by 5. Jersey Dobry is second. No in the inside and low meatball from third. They're going to battle for minor placings after that as Swagger kicks it into high gear, and he bids this field a pleasant Boxing Day good afternoon. Swagger at the 8th pole by 6 by 7. Dr. Harlan finishing up very well. He's up on the outside now into third, trying to get into second, but Swagger gives Luis Saez a grand slam, and he wins it with style by 5 in the end. Very good battle for second, but I think it's Dr. Harlan over Jersey Joe B in 104-4. Number 1, Low Meatball, never involved to start the late pick 4. The victory goes to the 7th, Swagger, as Luis Saez completes the grand slam. Trained by Jorge Navarro for his second winner today, Swagger is owned by Final Turn Racing Stable and went all the way. Let's go to the 8th race and start the late pick 3 on turf at 7.5 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $25,000. The bettors like 3 and only 3 horses here, the 1, 5, and 9. And they're off. La Chauffeur, the first to break the line, and she's going to cross and clear very easily. La Chauffeur to the top. Honolulu Bay now moves to take second. Up on the outside, Toonie Looney is headstrong, while 4 wide as Princessa Crystal moves up 3 wide. In fact, Princessa Crystal now goes to the top. Honolulu Bay back to second, Toonie Looney on her outside. After a great getaway, Jaramillo was in no hurry with La Chauffeur, 4th toward the inside. Truly's on her outside, then she fled the scene, and comebacker Jeannie V is last of all through the opening quarter mile of 23-2. Princessa Crystal with the lead. Juarez has Toonie Looney out in the center, trying to get her to relax a bit. She's racing in second. Back to third in Honolulu Bay, on from 4th, La Chauffeur. She's traveled perfect so far. 2 better than Truly, then she fled the scene, and not keeping up is Jeannie V. They make their way to the far turn now, inside half a mile from home. At a big number, Princessa Crystal by length. Toonie Looney is now second. La Chauffeur moving sharply to the top duo while racing in third. Truly and She Fled the Scene is going to try to follow La Chauffeur as Honolulu Bay losing a bit of ground toward the inside. They're under the top of the stretch. Here's La Chauffeur up to take the lead toward the outside. She Fled the Scene is there second. On from third, and Truly and the 3 favorites have kicked on here. The leader is La Chauffeur with She Fled the Scene up on the outside trying to get by. 16th to go. La Chauffeur has to find a bit more. She Fled the Scene is now up to take the lead. Truly is a distant third, but She Fled the Scene is a maiden no more. She wins a length and a half. La Chauffeur second, Truly third, Honolulu Bay 4th. The public picks are on 1, 2, 3 in today's 8th race, as number 1, She Fled the Scene, gets the job done under strong handling from Jairo Rendon, trainer Kathleen O'Connell, and owners Betty Hamilton and Kathleen O'Connell. Daughter of Alternation gets the money over La Chauffeur second, and Truly a distant third. Time for a commercial break. Still to come, the late Daily Double. The Thursday feature is next. Don't go away. Back now for race number 9 on the program, Thursday feature race. Allowance horses at 6 furlongs. Field of 6, the favorite was the 1, Vincero. And they're off. Picture perfect beginning. The Old Pro early entry wins the break with Vincero moving out his inside. Hardbell is away in early third. Fortunate Friends is together with Caramati at the back. And Bueno is last of the 6 as they head less than 5 furlongs from home. Early entry, and Luis Saez with the advantage of a length and a quarter. Hardbell is second. Vincero is back to third. Fortunate Friends, ME white and red colors, is now fourth. Bueno up on the outside of Caramati at the back through a 23-second reasonable opening quarter. Around the far turn they go with the advantage. It's still early entry. Into the clear. Here comes Vincero with a 3-wide blitz, and in between horses Hardbell. A gap of 3 to Bueno, who's inside of Fortunate Friends, and Caramati has played no part in this. this with a quarter of a mile left to go. Vincero makes his move for home, and he's up to take the lead toward the inside. Early entry cuts the corner and battles back second. 3 clear of Hardbell third, then Bueno. Final eighth of a mile. Vincero, tough as always, and he has the lead. Early entry is game, but he's only second best as Vincero edging clear. Vincero and Irad Ortiz Jr. to win it. Early entry second, Hardbell third. Fourth was Fortunate Friends. Then Bueno. Favorite gets the job done to kick off the late daily double as number 1 Vincero is up to the task under jockey Irad Ortiz Jr. For trainer Safi Joseph Jr., this is a very consistent son of rope, and he's owned by the Isla stable. The Old Pro early entry fired, but was second best with Hardbell third. We go to the 10th and final race now. The 10th race is on turf at 5 furlongs. Claimers in for $16,000. Scratch the 8 Pure Luck. A field of 11. This was a wide open betting race. And runners away. Slow beginning for Visions of You. Quick start for Can't Take It With You and another softball. Moving up between horses is XY Speed. Also with the top flight is State of War as they scrimmage for the early lead. Mr. Storm has now come through to put a neck on top of another softball. XY Speed is a 3 wide third. Can't Take It With You, who won the break, is riding the rail into fourth. What's Inside between horses? 3 wide in State of War. Back from there, the team of Lucky to Be in America and Gunslinger for company on the outside. They're 6 lengths off the lead, racing ahead of Visions of You. Then Dublin Tinker and Wahoo Wah at the back. They run to the top of the stretch. XY Speed bids up on the outside of Mr. Storm for the top. What's Inside is now third. Then Can't Take It With You, Gunslinger, and State of War. Eighth of a mile to go. What's Inside? Now charging up on the outside of XY Speed, who finds under pressure. These two kick on. XY Speed has something in reserve, and XY Speed gives Sias 5 on the card. Second, What's Inside? Can't Take It With You was third. Close for fourth. It involves Lucky to Be in America and State of War, 55-2. There's a certain element of Miami magic that comes alongside Luis Saez when he rides at Gulfstream Park. He proves it yet again as number 7, XY Speed, was collared by What's Inside, but Luis found a little bit more on XY Speed, and the son of First Samurai gives him a 5-win afternoon. 3 wins for trainer Jorge Navarro and owned by Crawford Farms Racing. XY Speed, a $5 winner of the 10th and final today. Plenty of winning tickets in the Rainbow Six. The Rainbow Six has a Friday guarantee of $1.25 million.
Well, that's it for today. We have 10 more tomorrow on Friday. First post is 12:35 p.m., and we can't wait to see you then.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired. Oh, my aching back. Let's hit the hay.